Have you worked with athletes purely to
Yes,
improve
we have worked
performance?
with professional athletes, whether it be like American football or even UK footballers, other, people who are more in a professional or less than professional capacity. So yes, and often they have injuries, like in Chinese medicine, stagnant blood pain, where you have an injury that has all this scar tissue or blood stasis that has not cleared. And so one of the treatments that's very helpful is something called cupping and bloodletting in Chinese medicine. And when you do this in these areas, the blood that comes out doesn't come out normal like regular blood. It comes out like dark and clotted, and it looks like cherry jello when you take the cup off. It like sits there like a blob, and you're like, "Whoa, what is that?" The patient's like blown away. Like, is that why I'm so sick? And that has been a game changer for clearing chronic pain in patients who've suffered for years.
Yeah, it's interesting. You talk about cupping because quite often, I don't know if you know, but what you'd call soccer,
Football,
often,
it's
yeah,
football.
the real name's football, yeah. Often when they score a goal, they'll take their top off, right, as part of the celebration. And not commonly, but sometimes you do see the ones that have had cupping, and you kind of go, oh, that's interesting. It's interesting that they're going down that road. So you've worked with people who have been stuck in pain, they've been dismissed or labeled complex for years. What patterns do you notice in the people who finally start to heal?
They're highly toxic, either mold toxicity or infectious toxins or chemical toxins, heavy metals, as one of the contributing factors. And since we focus on chronic infections, that's a lot of what we see that comes to us are patients that have these issues like mycoplasma, which is kind of like a stealthy bacteria infection, or they have a tick-borne infection called Bartonella that creates like burning pain, especially like in the hands and feet. And one of the treatments that has been a game changer for those is this special form of Moxa called ultra pure Moxa. It's like $200 for a box of this stuff. I mean, it's like super high grade, and you burn that on their neuropathic pain on their hands and feet. And Artemisia has many anti-inflammatory compounds, antimicrobial compounds. So when you burn it, you're actually releasing it into the person in that area. And these patients have been like, oh my gosh, my neuropathic foot pain is like gone. How did you do that? Many other patients can have like chronic UTI pain. And one of the things that's helped them actually is enemas with eucalyptus globulus essential oil mixed with water or other compounds. And when they do that, it goes in and then it gets into the bladder in a higher concentration. And that lowers inflammation, cuts through biofilms, has some like antifungal properties also. So this is another game changer in addition to the hydrogen, the microcurrent. So we kind of layer treatments in. We're not just a try one thing, I'm more like a kitchen sink. Let's go and get as much improvement as we can.
If this sparks something for you, there's a much deeper conversation in the full episode. You can watch it here on YouTube or on Spotify or listen on Apple Podcasts. Like, subscribe, and stay connected for more.